And it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
He dishes it to Durant. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Wallace is checked in for Charlotte. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And really, just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Here is Davis. 12 points his last outing. Poked loose. Go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
All right, Doris.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors. Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA. You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Davis kicks to Wallace. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Warriors?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Teardrop shot. Here's Rice. And there's
Glenn
with it on the offensive
Rice
getting it done. Rice has got his second basket. The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. From the line. Good on the jump shot.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Davis kicks to Rice. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's 6 points for G.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Again, Golden State.
Stephen Curry amped up on O.
Hornets trail by 3. And pushing it up is Golden State Warriors again in transition. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Warriors shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Durant. After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33 and 49 just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Warriors leading by 3. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
And Davis, here we go. Jefferson down low. Defended. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist from Rice.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say
Baron Davis.
Well, at some point, you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
It's deflected. It's stolen by Jefferson. Shoots from 12. They get it again. Mourning. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Some changes for Charlotte. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Mourning, and Walker subbed in for Davis. Walker against Thompson. Screen by Jefferson. Walker goes in. Here's Rice. 6 points for him.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points. And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
And it's Walker penetrating, and Thompson sends it back. Blocked again. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. It's tipped. Now here's Walker. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the jam by Wallace.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Here's Walker following the score by Golden State. Shot, high post. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
It's Durant with the drive and stolen by Wallace. To the right side. And a wide open look for Walker. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And here's Walker. Pass to Okafor. Walker is screen on Durant, and it's Okafor off the drive. Chamber. With the block, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 3, and that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wallace. Off loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Rice kicks to Walker. Feeds it to Rice.
Glenn Rice.
8 points for G. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Here's the great. 14 points from him the last game against Utah.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
Green with the block, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Charlotte calls timeout.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Davis against Walker. Kicks to Rice. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Just 5 to shoot. From about 16. And
Glenn Rice.
Right iron and down. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And here are the Warriors now after Charlotte getting the 3. Can they get it? And the basket good. Hornets leading by 4. And Walker kicks to Rice. Screen by Jefferson. Rice dishes to Jefferson. And he gets it to go. Jefferson's got 6.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
Here's Ellis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
But just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
And it's Green with the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Charlotte making some changes. Bryant comes in for Gerald Wallace. Davis is subbed in for Walker. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in, and it's the Warriors on the break. That is good. Mullen's got 5 now.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
With the floater, no good. Curry with some nice D.
Just job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And the shot is good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
And it's Ellis finishing it off.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
That Kia Slam Can replay really gave
Kobe Bryant
Showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.